What is up, Dodgers Nation, and welcome to the Dodgers Nation post-game show coming at you live from Dodgers Stadium, where behind me, the Dodgers walk it off in extra innings. Mookie Betts has a 2-homer night, gets a 3-run shot to end things. The Dodgers improved to 4-0 on the season, the first time they've started 4-0 since 1981, where they started the year 6-0. And it was a big night for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Before the game, you had the ring ceremony. The ring ceremony was special. The emotions were high. Everyone was excited. And then the game started, and the fear was, does this team not win on ring night? Because of all the emotions, everything they kind of went through and dealt with, and all the highs of that, and just being able to compartmentalize. Well, this team answered that question. And this team shows you again and again that they're always in it. It's the never say die Dodgers. They win 8-5, improved to 4-0 on the season. Yoshinobu Yamamoto did not have his best start, but the swing and miss, the strikeout stuff was absolutely electric. Yamamoto goes 5 innings, gives up 2 runs on 5 hits, 2 home runs, 1 on a sinker, 1 on a splitter, had 10 strikeouts, a career high, had 17 swings and misses. I asked Yamamoto after the game about that splitter because it's so effective for him. 10 strikeouts this year via that splitter, 10 of his 15 via that splitter. The velocity's up, the usage is up. Just made 2 pitches, 2 solo shots that went against him. And Dingler homered off him on a 1-2 count there in the top of the second inning. It was a splitter that he left up in the zone. And then later, Torres leadoff shot, a 2-1 count. Not the worst pitch, was a sinker, a little off the plate, and he's able to hit it for a home run. The Dodgers down 2-0 there in the top of the 3rd inning. Then the offense really was getting stifled. Old friend Jack Flaherty, who is going to be getting his ring tomorrow. We know how much he meant to this Dodgers team en route to a World Series title. Jack Flaherty was huge for this group. In fact, Dave Roberts said before the game about Jack Flaherty, when he was asked about how important he was, Dave Roberts said that Jack Flaherty was, quote, somewhat of a savior. Jack was a hometown guy. Glad he got to experience playing for the Dodgers. He's going to be a friend of mine for life. Now we can go beat him up today and get a ring tomorrow. Well, the Dodgers did not beat up Jack Flaherty. Jack Flaherty was pitching very well in this one, keeping Dodgers hitters off balance all night. Tons of 1, 2, 3 innings, getting soft contact. Then in the bottom of the 5th inning, a little action for the Dodgers. Teoscar walked, Muncy struck out, Edman singled. The Dodgers had runners on first and second. Then just couldn't really manage to do anything. I mean, Conforto grounded into a fielder's choice. Pages was hit by a pitch. Then with the bases loaded, Austin Barnes, he flied out, so the Dodgers couldn't capitalize. Anthony Bonda, he goes 1, 2, 3 in the 6th. He had a really nice night. And then the bottom of the 6th inning. Tonight, really, when you kind of rank the ovations, still it was Shohei Ohtani. I have to admit, Shohei Ohtani still got the loudest ovation. Second was Freddie Freeman. Kersh's was big. Yamamoto's was big, Kike's was big, Bonda, believe it or not, Anthony Bonda, the fans love Anthony Bonda for good reason. Great player and has really ingratiated himself into this Dodgers community. He gets a big ovation, but the night really, in my eyes, was about Freddie Freeman early and then Mookie Betts late. And there in the bottom of the 6th inning, you had Zach McKinstry go to second base, and then a little bit of some shakeups. Baez goes to third. Ohtani grounds out to start things off. Then it was Mookie Betts who singles to set up Freddie Freeman at the plate. And just like we saw in the World Series, he did not wait long. Fredericks of Hollywood, Freddie Freeman, he goes deep on Jack Flaherty. He crushes a 411-foot home run to center field that tied things up at 2 apiece. The Dodgers even it up, and they're right back in it. I'm not going to talk about this. No one's really going to talk about this tonight, but Kirby Yates was fantastic. Bottom of the 7th inning, he was top of the 7th inning. He was great. He goes 1, 2, 3, had 2 strikeouts. Saw that nasty splitter get 2 strikeouts. And then Vessia did get into some trouble. So the good, the bad, the ugly, the 3 up, 3 down, the first down has to be that Alex Vessia has dealt with some traffic, and so has Tanner Scott. Now, top of the 8th inning, Vessia's in, and it was a tightrope act for Alex Vessia. Tightrope act where he was able to get out of it, but it definitely had you clenching those butt cheeks a little bit with the way things were going. He gets Margot to strike out. He strikes him out with a four-seamer. Then a couple pitches later, to Torkelson, a couple hitters later to Torkelson with 2 outs, 1-1 count. Torkelson, he doubles to left. So 2-2 game. Torkelson's at second. Then he walks Ibanez to put runners on first and second. Then he gets ahead to Zach McKinstry, old friend Z-Mac. What's up, Z-Mac? He walks him to load the bases, and then he bears down, strikes out Dingler on 3 pitches, gets him swinging with a 4-seam fastball up in the zone. You saw the passion, the electricity. It was on full display. So he was able to get out of that one. And then bottom of the 8th inning, the Dodgers, they take the lead thanks to a Mookie Betts solo shot to center, 378 feet. First Betts bomb of the year, makes it 3-2 Dodgers. And they're sitting pretty. It's top of the 9th. It looks like they're going to use their $72 million closer, and that's going to be that. And they're going to turn off the lights and slam the door on another Dodgers victory. Well, Tanner Scott comes in. He gives up a leadoff single to Sweeney. Couple batters later with a runner on second, after a Keeler grounded to a fielder's choice to advance, they get the lead runner. Really nice play there, by the way, by Tommy Edman, who was making fantastic defensive plays all night long. Baez with the runner on first. Baez he hits a ground ball, and Tommy Edman on the other side of the diamond, he gets to it right behind Mookie Betts, fields it, backhands, and just makes an incredible crossbody throw across the diamond to get the out. Tommy Edman made 2 really nice defensive plays that kept this team from giving up more runs. They kept Tanner Scott from going off the rails a little more than he did. So shout out to Edman. The defense is fantastic. The clutch hitting's been great. The power numbers are up. There's a world where Tommy Edman's on the All-Star team this season. And then Margot at the plate, Dodgers legend Manuel Margot, runner on second. He singled to left. That tied things up at 3. And just like that, Tanner Scott, who after the game, Dave Roberts said that it's nothing mechanical, that he's not concerned at all. He's just kind of getting off to a little bit of a slower start. The velocity was down a tick today. I'm not worried yet about Tanner Scott. I think it's still early. He's playing on a new team in a environment that he's still getting acclimated to. So I'm not worried about Tanner Scott. I still believe in him, and I think he's going to get anywhere from 25 to 30 saves this season. But all tied after 9. Epic game. It's an absolutely epic game for a ring night game. And top of the 10th, he jumped to the top of the 10th. The Dodgers unable to get anything going there in the bottom of the 9th. Teo struck out, Muncy struck out, Edman lined out. So then it's time for extras. Free baseball at the Ravine. And then top of the 10th inning with Luis Garcia on the mound. 2 outs. You're feeling okay. And they intentionally walk Zach McKinstry. Next batter, Dingler, first pitch, he leaves the sinker out over the plate, and Dingler, he triples to left. That puts the Tigers up 5-3. Luis Garcia, I love the guy for his effort, for sure. He's not someone we're going to be talking about maybe even in May, right? I mean, June, July, for sure not. Then he's definitely, most likely not going to be a part of that postseason roster. And if he is, something wrong has happened. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking about the ineffectiveness of Luis Garcia, because the only reason he's in that bullpen right now is because of the injuries the Dodgers currently have to Evan Phillips and Michael Kopech. Tony Gonsolin still working his way back. Anthony Bonda, I mean, he's been healthy. Brusdar Graterol, of course, he's been injured as well. Look, this bullpen has dealt with some injuries, and that's why Luis Garcia is there. But then the never say die Dodgers. This team is never out of it. Bottom of the 10th inning, new Dodger Michael Conforto has his first big moment with LA. He hits a ground rule double. That scored a run to make it 5-4. The Dodgers pull within 1. Edman scores on the play. And then Will Smith. An incredible play. Just incredible at-bat for Will Smith. Smitty comes off the bat on his birthday. His birthday's today. He comes off the bench, gets behind the count 0-2. Then on the third pitch, he singles to left on a changeup. That scores Conforto to tie things up. Next batter, Shohei Ohtani. He singled to right. And on that play, hard hit ball, you could feel an Ohtani walk-off. But you know what? Baseball is always going to have the better storylines, right? How can you not be romantic about baseball? Like we heard in the great movie Moneyball. Sorry, guys. And what happens next was a magical moment. The first real magical moment of the season, and it was Mookie magic. Mookie comes to the plate, runners on second and third after Shohei got to second with a defensive indifference, and it was a great at-bat. I mean, it was a full count. Mookie fouls off 2 pitches, and then on the 8th pitch of the at-bat, he takes a changeup down in the zone, from Brisky, and he hits it for a bomb, and the Dodgers walk it off. Mookie Betts, Mookie magic here at the Ravine. Someone who's been dealing with weight loss issues because of a stomach illness that he's been dealing with, and he gets the hit of the night. What a magical bomb from Marcus Lynn Betts.
Super special.
Goes to on left field and turns out the lights. He rings the bell with a 3-run walk-off home run.
It was an incredible moment. Mookie doing Mookie things. Not surprised at all one bit. He was actually asked after the game if he was surprised, and Mookie said, no, because I'm still good at baseball. I wasn't surprised at all with what I did. So it was just an incredible moment. I thought that Mookie got really candid after the game. He talked about the emotion that he showed, the emotion as he was rounding those bases and where that came from. And where it came from is going through a lot for the last couple of weeks, not knowing what the illness was, the frustration behind it. Here's Mookie talking about the emotion he showed rounding those bases after his walk-off home run.
Super special. Just more, I know it sounds super selfish, but I'm just more for me, man. I was really proud of myself for coming in and playing underweight. And not that it's a big deal to playing underweight, but just the fight that I've kind of been through, the ups and downs, the nights where I'm just, crying because I'm sick. And, my wife there just kind of hold me, and so that's really where that emotion kind of comes from. Then obviously winning for the boys, that's for the rest of it.
Really cool to hear Mookie talk like that. Really cool to hear Mookie open up like that and just show some vulnerability. Mookie said he was proud of himself. Mookie said that he was crying and that he needs to add more weight. And he's going to be eating a lot of food, and he's going to be enjoying his wife's cooking, and he's got his 2 chefs working really around the clock to prepare food for him so he can put that weight back on. But as great as those 2 home runs were for Mookie Betts, as great as that Mookie magic walk-off shot, Mookie living his Betts life once again with that shot, I think the moment of the game, the deciding play of the game really happened in the top of the 9th after Margot had singled to left, scoring Kreidler. He had a runner on second. It was a tie game 3-3. It's Tanner Scott out there, 1-1 count, and Green doubles to right. It gets into the corner. Teoscar has to go all the way to the corner in right field. He fields it, makes the relay to Tommy Edman, and Edman, he gets Margot at the plate. It was a great tag by Austin Barnes. Originally was called safe. They review it, and it was ultimately called an out. It was ruled an out, and that ended the inning. If he is safe there, it's a 4-3 game. It's a 4-3 game. You never know what's going to happen. You feel a lot better about a tie game. And of course, the lead changed a couple different times, and you had a situation where you had to score some runs with the Conforto and the Smith hits later that led to the Mookie Betts 3-run shot. But what a game at Dodger Stadium. This team is special. These fans are special. This stadium, quite frankly, is special. You talk about the word aura. You talk about these stadiums, these ballparks around sports. This ballpark, Dodger Stadium, special stuff happens here. Special stuff happened in 1988 with Kirk Gibson. Special stuff happened with Freddie Freeman hitting the walk-off grand slam. And special stuff happened once again tonight. Mookie Betts, who had lost 18 pounds over the last couple weeks, hits 2 home runs. So Mookie clearly still has the strength to go out there and hit home runs, and he did it in a big way. I couldn't be happier for him because I really feel like this almost kind of gets that season going. It almost puts everything behind him. And I think that he's going to be in a really, really good spot. Getting back to Yamamoto, I still think the biggest key with Yamamoto, just a couple things to grade his start. I'm going to give it a solid B. And the only issue with Yamamoto is the efficiency. Now, when he was in the NPB, he was efficient. He averaged over 7 innings per start in his last year before he made it to the show. And then last year, he averaged 5 innings per start in the regular season. He averaged under 5 innings per start in the postseason. For Yoshinobu Yamamoto to take the next step in his career, he has to be a more efficient pitcher. And anytime you have 10 strikeouts in 5 innings, you're not going to be incredibly efficient. And it was very encouraging to see the way that he can dominate hitters. But for him to truly realize that Cy Young level potential that Dave Roberts has been talking about, you need to see him go deeper into games, and you need to see him be more efficient. Now, I'm very encouraged with that splitter. Like I said, Yama told me after the game that splitter is going to be an effective pitch for him. That was something that he focused on this offseason. That is a pitch that can be an absolute weapon for him. And I still like where he's at. Like I said, 17 swings and misses, a career high 10 strikeouts, gave up the 2 solo home runs. I'm not overly concerned about Yamamoto. I think the flashes are certainly there, and you see how good he is. But yeah, it's good to see they were able to get that win for him, because it really would have spoiled a really nice dominant start. I mean, a really dominant start for him. And I'm just looking for him to take the next step with efficiency. And I'm certain that he's going to be able to get there. Struck out 10, career high, walked 2 in his 5 innings. Like I said, into 17 swings and misses, 10 swings and misses alone on that splitter. One of them, unfortunately, was hit out of the park. Dingler hit a bomb off him on the splitter in the second. Gleyber Torres hit one on the 2-seamer there in the 3rd inning, but that was it. So Yamamoto, a 34.1% strikeout rate in his first 2 starts. 34.1%. Those are elite strikeout numbers. So there has been more good than any bad with Yamamoto, and I'm very, very encouraged and excited about the season he is going to have. But what a night at Dodger Stadium. Got to meet a lot of you guys out there. I got my guy, so many people I met today. It was really cool. Really cool. I met someone. His name was Monkey Bardo is what he called himself, and he had lost his leg in 2021. He said that he watched my show to get him through the hard times, and yeah, damn near emotional just hear him say that because he was really into it. But met a lot of you guys, and you guys are the reason why we do this, because you get excited about Dodger baseball. I get excited about Dodger baseball, and it was great to meet a lot of you guys. I also did try the 16-inch Super Slugger hot dog. The 16-inch Super Slugger hot dog was insane. It was absolutely insane, and yeah, it was a pretty crazy thing to eat. And what I ended up doing was, first of all, it's $40. $40 for the Super Slugger hot dog. I ended up getting, I think it was like 15 or 20 Dodgers fans that were willing to go and share it. So you guys came up, you finished it for me. The Super Slugger was pretty crazy. I think I got a picture of it somewhere. Where's my Super Slugger? You guys are gonna laugh when you see this picture, bro. Where's my Super Slugger? Give me a second here. Have you guys tried any of the new food? I also tried the pastrami burger. That was really, really good. I tried the what else? I tried the new baked potato, the bacon thing. That was pretty good. I dropped like 130 on food today, guys. It was pretty crazy just because I wanted to try everything tonight. Where is my here we go. Okay, you guys ready? Look at this hot dog, bro. You guys, come on, man. Don't make fun of me, man. But check this out. Look at me in the super slugger. Look at this thing, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's probably the last I'm gonna have. What do you guys think? Would you guys try this hot dog? The super slugger, 16 inches. Actually, I give it an 8. Had a little kick to it, a little spicy. But let me know, have you tried the super slugger hot dog? Let me know down below in the comment section. So yeah, guys, about to close up here. Damn, we need a Roki discount. 40. I know. Ayo, this ayo, haha, NS. Wow, you guys, pause. I can't. Why are you guys judging me? I'm just eating a hot dog, okay? It's a big hot dog, and the game was about to start. I had to down that thing pretty quick. You guys know I'm a pretty cheap guy, and I needed to spend that money pretty quick. We got LOL, D-Mac with the glizzy and the what do they even mean? D-Mac know what he was doing. Wait, hold on. No, first of all, oh come on now, mac and cheese. That's a bruh. D-Mac OnlyFans pick. Okay, bruh. Yo, this is a family channel, bruh. Yo, come on now. What are you guys even? I don't even know what these words even mean. But yep, guys, what a night. What a night at Dodger Stadium. Mookie 2 home runs, a 3-run Betts blast to win it at the end. I mean, look, we're not even talking about Freeman having a 2-run shot. Did it? The defensive plays by Tommy Edman. The relay in the 9th. Teo to Edman to get Dodgers legend Manuel Margot out at the plate. There were so many great moments in this game. You just can feel it. This is going to be a special season. I did talk to Dave Roberts before the game. I want to give a quick update on Tony Gonsolin and Evan Phillips. They both faced hitters before the game. They looked really, really good. You saw a lot of swing and miss with Chris Taylor, with Tony Gonsolin going up against Chris Taylor and some minor league players. Chris Taylor actually had some really good quality at bats against him, but the split change was very effective. Evan Phillips, he looks like he's ready to go. Dave told me that you're going to see Tony Gonsolin have an appearance where he's going to start a minor league rehab trip pretty soon, where he is going to go 3 innings and he's going to go on assignment pretty soon, it feels like. And my theory is this, is with Dustin May looking pretty solid, Tony Gonsolin looking like he's ready to go. Tony Gonsolin is not really your typical bullpen candidate. Dustin May, I think, can be more flexible with. If both those guys are healthy and they're going to slow play Shohei Ohtani, yes, there is the days off, so you don't have to worry about it in the near future, but I could see them going to a 6-man rotation even before Shohei Ohtani gets back, with the way they could deploy Dustin May and have Gonsolin go into that 6th starter role. So a lot of that's depending on the starting rotation, and Kopech is someone that he's kind of in a holding pattern. I was able to talk to him a little bit before the game. He's in a good place. He got his ring tonight, but it's going to take a little bit of time there as well. But Evan Phillips is close to being ready to go. You've got Gonsolin that looks certainly like he's ready to go. So yeah, that's my theory. That's just a hunch that I got. And just talking to Dave Roberts, seeing a little twinkle in his eye, it does feel like there's a very strong possibility that they're going to have to make some decisions very soon on the pitching staff. But man, is it fun to be a Dodgers fan. Man, is it fun to cover this team, because any given night, you're given a moment like tonight. It just didn't feel like this is a team that was going to lose on ring night. Maybe Dodgers teams in the past, not this Dodgers team, not with this group of guys, where when Shohei was at the plate, it was, oh, he's going to get the walk-off. When Freddie's up there, he's going to do something special. Yesterday, Teoscar, he gets the big home run, and so does Shohei Ohtani. Tommy Edman continues to slug. But for Mookie Betts, Dave Roberts said that it was not on his bingo card to have Mookie Betts have 2 home runs like he did, considering everything he's been going through. But that, I think, epitomizes the magic of this Dodgers team, that they're always going to have a chance, just because even when a team like the Tigers, who's been gritty and scrapping the entire series, even with that being the case, the Dodgers are always going to have more talent than the team they're playing against. That's always going to be the case. And tonight was no different. And at some point, the game gets too long, right? The lineup's too long, the game's too long, the bullpen's too deep, the starters are too dominant, and at some point, this Dodgers team breaks through. Now, I felt pretty good about my prediction, even though it was kind of insane when I predicted that this Dodgers team would win 115 games, 11 in the postseason, and finish with the most wins ever for a professional Major League Baseball team, passing the 1998 Yankees. But based on what I've seen the first couple games, based on the fact that this Dodgers team hasn't gotten close to getting the best from its bullpen, Alex Vessia has had some up and down appearances, some high wire acts. Tanner Scott hasn't been at his best yet. Blake Trinan wasn't at his best yesterday. This offense is still finding its groove. Blake Snell and Yamamoto haven't been at their best. This team isn't close to playing at their best, and they're still winning baseball games. You can tell how good a team is a lot of times when they win games they're not supposed to win, when they come from behind, when they come out there and scrap, and that's what we're seeing from this Dodgers team. They look unstoppable. I know it's early, but you have to say that a Dodgers dynasty is very, very possible, and we are living and experiencing a team that could go down as one of the best teams in the history of the sport, in one of the best eras that a team has ever had. I know they've won just one championship with this group, but the potential is certainly there. And if you haven't yet, go back, and even if you saw the ring ceremony, go back and watch the video I posted, because the shots that I took weren't the ones that you saw on Spectrum. I focused on the players the whole time and the management the whole time, and you could just see the reactions from the two that, hey, let's get more, right? Mookie said, I want to fill up this whole hand. Shohei said he wants 9 more. This team is just getting started. But a couple more comments here, and then we will bounce. You guys want to see Dodger Stadium a little bit? There we go. The ravine. Be on the lookout for my hot dog eating video, guys. That's dropping tomorrow. I need you guys to check that out. You're going to laugh. I guarantee it. These people were going crazy. Anyone in the chat, go here tonight, because it was absolutely electric. This place lost their minds. All right, guys, I've slept literally 2 hours a night for this whole week. Every night, this whole week, because I'm on crazy jet lag. So I'm going to go home, probably rewatch this game, and then get ready for Rookie of the Year tomorrow. Roki Sasaki, he's making his Dodgers Stadium debut tomorrow against the Tigers. Another electric, highly anticipated game for your boys in blue. Joe Kelly, Ron Frigg. Hey, Joe Kelly's better than Luis Garcia. I'll tell you that much. Joe Kelly, it's Dodgers or bust, right? So he's going to have to wait it out and see if they find a spot for him. But yep, guys, that's going to do it for this quick episode of the Dodgers Nation post-game show. If you haven't yet, do me a huge favor. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, comment Rookie of the Year down below. Also, subscribe to the Discord, subscribe to my new YouTube channel, The Big Lead. Would appreciate that. Is this Will Smith, Tim G? No, Will Smith, he's already driving his Benz home after hitting that clutch game-tying hit on his birthday. So, good stuff for sure. Come on, D-Mac, why'd you go live? Steve Howe, Rookie of the Year, Rookie of the Year. Roger Smith. Yeah, keep fired up. We can all, oh yeah, so the thing about Will Smith, Dave talked about this before the game. He was in the lineup just because they're giving him a day off. He hasn't pitched in 3 consecutive games yet this season. So they're going to try to, not load management, I cringe anytime I hear that, but with Austin Barnes, and with Austin Barnes' chemistry with Yamamoto, Austin Barnes had 6 starts last year with Yamamoto, and Yamamoto had a 1.29 ERA in those 6 starts with Austin Barnes behind the dish. With Will Smith, the ERA was still really good, but it was well over 3, so it was more than a half ERA difference with Austin Barnes. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Austin Barnes get a lot of starts with Yamamoto on the bump this season. So I look out for that as well. And they're still working on the ankle and making sure everything's 100%. But Will Smith's gotten off to a great start this season. I think to give him any rest that you can throughout the course of the season is going to help him avoid what we saw last year, where he was hitting around 200 for 3 months. So yeah, I'm feeling good about that. After party at Panda. Yeah, shout out to our friends over at Panda Express. definitely go there for sure. No doubt about it, guys. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your Friday night. 4-0 Dodgers for the first time since 1981. What happened that year? That's right, they won the World Series. So hopefully we see a repeat of that and the Dodgers starting that dynasty. But yep, guys, that is going to do it for this episode. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, hit the like button. Follow me on X and Instagram and TikTok at DMac_LA. My name is Doug McKain. For all you guys that I'm out here, I'm at like 40, 50, 60 fans out here tonight. It was really, really awesome to meet all of you guys. I went out of there where the food's at. You guys really showed me a good time. So shout out to all you guys that I met. Also remember that there's nothing that brings us together quite like Dodger baseball. And until next